Shalom. This is part two to my lesson. Salakia for the interference. Somebody had made a call, and when, I get a call on when I'm screen recording, it automatically kills, it stops recording. So I'm going to continue on with this hell lesson. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 13. It says, "Therefore my people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst." Now, captivity is also another, example of hell. Verse 14 says, "Therefore hell hath enlarged herself, and opened her mouth without measure, and their glory and their multitude and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it." Hell, a condition, captivity. That's what hell is, man. Captivity, being we're right now. We're in hell. We're in a low state, a low, very low. We're in the pit right now. We're in the captivity. If you go to the word hell, it's Shiloh. Shiloh. It means the grave, the pit. That's where we are right now. We're in the grave. Then Yahushua comes, so say he come so we can have life more abundantly. Because guess what? We're in hell. We don't have no life right now. We don't have. This is not real living. Living paycheck to paycheck, paying taxes. Having to take care, kids and all of this, man. Even though that's our responsibility as fathers, man. But real kings, man, they don't have to sit and take care of their kids. They have slaves and maids that do that for them, man. So our people descended into hell, which is captivity. And the mean man shall be brought low, and that's basically what a low position. And the mighty man shall be humbled. That's right. And the eyes of the lofty shall be humble. But Yahweh of hosts shall be exalted in judgment, and the Most High that is holy shall be sanctified in righteousness. So it was really a righteous thing for the Lord to put us in hell, in this condition that we in, man. It's not a place where you got torment, torment when you die. The scripture says judgment is under the sun. This is Ecclesiastes 3:16. "And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there." So under the sun is where judgment is executed. That's where you get your judgment. You receive your judgment in the spirit world, and you carry it out on the earth. And that's how simple it is, man. Don't make it complicated. Hell is moved. Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground," which is hell. He was in his heaven, and now he's getting cut down to hell, which didst weaken the nations. Let's talk about you Edomites. You're the so-called Luciferians. You call yourselves the Illuminati, which the illuminated ones, which Lucifer means light bearer. But you devils don't have no damn light in you, man. This is verse 13. "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven," which means a place of rulership, up top, basically on the top, heaven. "I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north." So basically, this devil's sitting in rulership at the top. And he also has his space program, his Star Wars programs. These devils, they proud, man. Verse 14 says, "I will ascend above the heights of the clouds," which they have done that. "I will be like the Most High." And that's what they trying to be. They trying to be like the Most High. Verse 15, "Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell." What does that mean? The Lord is going to bring you down to the pit, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Right, you're going to look at these little puny little bitch-ass Edomites and be like, is this the man that made everybody scared? Because you Edomites a bunch of cowards, man. Verse 17 says, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof with his sword, that opened not the house of the prisoners. And that's what you devils do. You lock everybody up. When you the main damn prisoner, man. You supposed to be in chains. Verse 18, all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden underfoot. And that's what you devils gonna be. You're gonna be trodden underfoot. The scripture says, as after many days shall you be visited. You know, because you're gonna be in the pit, man. You're gonna be in the pit. Okay, this is Isaiah 24 and 21. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall punish the host of the high ones, that's you Edomites, that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. And that's talking about all you Edomites and all you other kings and all you nations. He gonna punish y'all ass. Mainly you Edomites. You know, you started with you Amalekites. It says, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit. Now remember the word hell. You know, the word hell, it is synonymous with the word pit, which means basically on the bottom, man. And shall be shut up in the prison. That's what you're gonna be. You're gonna be in the prison houses. Because guess what? Where are our people? Where are our people? Our people are in hell, in prison, shut up in the prison house, in the pit, can't eat shit, you know, in the hole. It says, and after many days shall they be visited. And that's what happens when you in the hole. Yeah, after many days you be visited, man. You don't get no visitation. You got 24 hours always in that damn cell with no light, no nothing, man. Naked, you know? And you devils, man, you're gonna be in the fucking pit, man. You're gonna be in the pit, and after many days, you're gonna be visited, man. Like the scripture says, man, because we ain't gonna give a fuck about you Edomites once we got you in captivity, man. And that's coming very soon. You gonna be in hell, you know? America is our hell and your heaven, and you finna get turned. The table's finna turn. We finna get in our heaven, and you gonna be in your hell, because we gonna be in complete righteousness, and that's gonna vex you devils, man. And that's gonna be your hell. You're gonna catch nothing but hell, man. Which is not a place of torment when you die. You know, it's a condition, and it's a position. If you in heaven, that means you on top. If you in hell, that means you on the bottom. It's that simple, man. It's not. It's simple. Which hell just means Shiloh, which means the grave, man. Where's the grave at? The bottom. Don't you bury people underground? That's hell, the grave, and the bottom. But it says, verse 23 says, then the moon shall be confounded and the sun ashamed, when Yahweh of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, and before his ancients gloriously. Okay, the Lord is gonna have his kingdom very glorious, and you devils are gonna envy it, and guess what? You're gonna have to live with it. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16. Because you devils going into captivity, which is your hell. It says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. And you devils are gonna be a prey, you know, in our kingdom, you're gonna be a prey, because we're gonna look, because we're gonna do our heart's desire to you devils. We actually gonna do according to the Lord's anger. Ezekiel chapter 25 verse 14, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord. So, hey, you devils is going into hell, man. You going into hell, which is a place of poverty, persecution, oppression. Well, you already degenerates, so that's not really nothing new. But you devils are going into hell, man, which is a captivity. Like I said, through the spirit, captivity, persecution.